Hello my good people, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I want to thank all of you that have subscribed. The new subscriber, welcome so much to my YouTube channel. The people who are yet to subscribe, kindly subscribe. This channel brings you good news about immigrating to the US as a medical laboratory technologist. Today I want to give you an overview of the whole journey to the US, exactly what it's needed, the steps that are necessary for you to immigrate to the US. Yes, so welcome, karibu sana. I want to give you an overview of the whole journey to the US, exactly what it's needed, the steps that are necessary for you to immigrate to the US. Yes, so welcome, karibu sana, and of course, what you need to do is you gather your documents, the documents that I spoke about earlier. That is your transcripts, your certificates. Yes. After gathering your document, you will need something called document verification. So there are various bodies that are tasked to verify your document. This is simply means they want to see if the education that you had in your country is equivalent to education in the US. So there are various agencies which are approved for you to verify your document with, especially because the next step you'll be sitting for the American Society Clinical Pathology examination. So there is approved agencies that are given the mandate to evaluate your document. There are a list of agencies. These agencies are quite a number, but the most known agency is this one here, World Education Service. The address is there. For most of the people that I've dealt with, I've used also this one. They say is good. Foundation for International Services is also good. Some have used Joseph Sinley and Associates, but you can go through all these agencies and see what fits you best. Yes, so these are the lists. You can just Google from the American Society Clinical Pathology website, and then you'll be able to go through this agency, see which one, of course, fits your pocket or your program, because some of them really are demanding. You have to go to the institution and they have to certify your transcript, and they have to send for you. But you find that some of them you just upload online, and then the evaluation agency will contact your school later. So you have to go through all this, and then you'll be able to know which one best suits you. Now, after verifying your documents, the next step is to sit for certification exam. This exam will enable you work in the US as a medical laboratory technologist. You have to read this website too, so that you know exactly what this exam asked for. Of course, there are various routes for this examination, which you can Google on the website and get for international candidates. Most of the international candidates use Route 1. Route 1 is all about, Route 1 is all about having a bureaucrat degree from accredited or approved education institution in medical laboratory science, biological science, or chemistry, and should also successfully completion of a medical laboratory science training program. The training program must include blood banking, chemistry, hematology, and microbiology. Route 2 is all about having a degree again from an accredited, approved education institution in medical laboratory sciences, and you must have 3 years of acceptable clinical experience in accredited or approved laboratory. And this experience must include blood bank, chemistry, hematology, and microbiology. There are also other routes here, so you can read all the routes that will favor you according to what you've achieved in this career. Of course, this all this information, you can get it in the website in this document called International Procedures for Examination and Certification. The website will also give you the course outline, what exactly you need to read for when doing this examination. Yes. So after doing the examination now, you'll go ahead and do English proficiency. Now, English proficiency, you can do anything from IELTS, TOEFL, PTE, and each of them have different pass marks. The most common one, which is of course International English Language Testing, this one you need to have a, for you to work in the US, you need to have an overall grade of 6.5 and a 7 in speaking. Yes. So this one you can read from the British Council website and see exactly how to go about it. But in my upcoming video, I can give you tips on how to pass the English proficiency testing. After that, of course, you have to go through a process called Visa Screen Certificate. Now, what is Visa Screen Certificate? Visa Screen Certificate is a certificate that is given to all medical professionals who are interested in working in the US. Yes, you must have this certificate, and this certificate simply, they check everything that I've talked about. All these have to be presented to the organization or the body that deals with this issuing of visa screen. So your transcript, they'll check your transcripts, they'll check your academic certificate, they'll check your verification, they'll check your examination if you have passed, and they'll check, of course, the English proficiency testing. And this organization is known as CGFNS International. This one, I think it costs around 80,000 Kenyan shillings to apply for the visa screen certificate, and then you can be able to give the follow instruction and give the documents that they ask for. And this will the time frame for issuing your visa screen certificate will depend on the response of the institution they ask for. For example, they can ask for your university to verify the information that they have received. So if your university dilly-dallies and not verify in time, so the whole procedure will not be quick. Yes. Also, guys, remember that this organization also verifies if you are licensed in your country. So for our case, Kenya Medical Laboratory Technician Technologist Board has to be involved. So if you have not been renewing your license, please start renewing your license, because that information has to be verified. If you are working, of course, you must have a license. And for you to have a license, they must prove that from the KMLTTB. Yes. So that is one of the things they look for. So after that, of course, after having now all these documents, of course, it's the immigration process. Now, immigration process has 3 stages, as I highlighted. We have the PAM, Permanent Labor Certification process. We have the I-140 process, and then we have the NVC, embassy or interview process. Yes. Now, the PAM process, this is simply done by the agency, recruiting agency. Of course, they must show that there is need for medical laboratory in the US for them to recruit internationally. So they must prove that to the Department of Labor of the US. And then there is a procedure that they normally do. They normally advertise, and then if nobody applies now, they are given a go-ahead to recruit internationally. So this process, if you are in this process, it will take around 8 to 10 months. And then after now your PAM is approved, you go to the second process, which is I-140. Now this one is where they verify all the other documents and all the other information, if it's true or not. If you go ahead and be approved, then you go to the next process, whereby your information is now sent to the National Visa Center, and now the National Visa Center sends again the information now to your local embassy to schedule you for an interview. Yes. So this is the simple overview of the journey to the US. If this journey is long, this journey is tiresome, you'll want to give up along the way. But guys, I believe that it's worth it. It's worth spending money on it. At the end of the day, that money will come back, of course, not might come back, but will come back. You find that most of you, the one that are applied with MedPro and Connexus, were able to be recruited. You find that those agencies are sponsoring the all of these processes. With a little minuses like sending documents and all that, but you'll find that most of these processes the agency are sponsoring, and then now your work is just to wait for a period of 2 to 3 years, and then you will be able to immigrate to the US. So guys, thank you so much for watching me. This is just an overview of the process of this journey. You have to be patient. You have to have faith that everything will be possible. Don't give up along the way. When you start, remember you've started. No giving up. Remember that these agencies that have trusted you to fulfill the promise of working in the US are depending on you. So don't disappoint them along the way, or you change your mind along the way. They are spending a lot of money on you. These processes, all of this requires a lot of money. You can imagine how much they are spending on you. So don't give up. Just go ahead and have hope that you will be able to work there. And for instance, you were not taken with this agency. These processes are doable. You can do it by yourself. You can do it. Like now, let me just tell you a rough estimate of each process. Like now, verifying your transcript verification. If you use World Education Service, which is WES, it's around 33 to 35,000 Kenyan shillings. Yes. And if you do the examination, Africa has a discount, which is 90 USD. The last time I checked, it was 90 USD. It is normally 200 USD, but 90 USD is around 12,000 Kenyan shillings. And then if you do your English proficiency testing, IELTS is around 29,000 Kenyan shillings. And then when you come to your visa screen certificate, the agency will ask you for around 80,000 Kenyan shillings. Yes, that is just a rough estimate. Remember, you also have to send documents, so that is I've not put that into the budget. Yes, but if you put that into the budget, I think it will go around 90,000 Kenyan shillings. But for this process now, this is where everything must come in place. This process is very expensive to the agencies, and in case you find a direct hire, the hospital who are willing to sponsor this process, it will be very expensive for them, paying lawyers and all that. So the immigration process is a bit expensive. Yeah. So for this one, you will need an employer from there, or you'll need an agency. The rest of the process you can do for yourself. And remember, guys, if you do this process for yourself, when you reach this point and you want to get to get a direct hire, or you want to get an agency, remember to ask for the bonus. Yes, they give bonuses because you have struggled all the way. You have done all this by yourself. They should give you bonus. And remember, all these receipts that you used to send documents, all the receipts that the cost you incurred. For example, you went to your institution and they wanted maybe 500 per transcript verification. Remember those receipts, just keep them. At the end of the day, whoever will want to hire you will reimburse that money. Yes, guys. So thank you so much. This is just a small overview of the whole process. And we believe that everything is possible when